Halloween can be a controversial topic in Australia.
Halloween is weirdly controversial.
I see it as more of an American thing.
Seeing other people enjoy themselves and have a good time, that's not for me.
Is it because it's too hot?
Many Australians are resistant to the American tradition.
Is it because they're scared?
The lurking dangers of Halloween.
Is it because it's demonic?
America's turned it into the sex thing.
Halloween is the one night a year when a girl can dress like a total slut and no other girls can say anything about it.
Why don't Australians want to celebrate Halloween? G'day, my name is Alexandra, I live in Australia, and yesterday was Halloween. There's a lot of conversation around Halloween amongst Australians.
Dressing up is for annoying cunts and eating too much chocolate is for fatties. Being an annoying fat cunt is for Americans.
Halloween is not an Australian holiday. But it didn't start off as an American holiday either. Halloween's origins came from a Celtic belief that on the evening of the 31st of October, spirits of the dead would cross over into the living realm.
On Halloween night, evil spirits lurk around these streets.
I think we can all agree that the Halloween that we know today has taken quite a turn. It has evolved into a celebration of all things spooky, dressing up, and of course, importantly, candy. Or I guess as Australians would say, lollies. Halloween, like Christmas or Easter, has turned into a consumer holiday. Many Australians say that it's just another piece of American consumerism that they don't want to partake in.
Everyone I know is huge on Halloween. Kmart, Big W, Target, Bunnings, a massive fan.
If you go to Coles, Woolworths, Target in the month of October, you will be inundated with Halloween decorations, trick-or-treating lollies, and even pumpkins on sale to make into jack-o'-lanterns. Halloween also does not line up with the seasons in Australia. In North America, the holiday falls and the transition between autumn and winter, which gives the whole environment a kind of spooky vibe. But in Australia, October weather is more likely to have you reaching for a cold beer
And thirst needs a big cold beer.
than reaching for a hot pumpkin spice latte. I've lived in Australia for my entire adult life. In the past, I would often forget that it even was Halloween.
Trick or treat.
Who?
Trick? Yeah, or treat. Hang on one sec, lads. Oi, Shazza! Any of our kids' names Trick or Treat? Oh, fuck me, it's that Trick or Treat day.
You don't see a bunch of kids walking down the street dressed in costume. You don't have kids knocking at your door trick-or-treating. There's nothing in your immediate environment that's going to remind you that, hey, it's Halloween. As a Canadian who loved Halloween more than Christmas growing up, I was a bit sad that my kids weren't going to have the same nostalgic memories that I had when I was a kid. This year, I decided that I was going to give it a real crack. I was going to take my kids trick-or-treating. Now, trick-or-treating in Australia is not as straightforward as it is in Canada. You can't just walk out your door and go house to house expecting that people are going to give you any treats or are even going to give you a friendly smile.
What? It's Halloween.
We're in Australia, dickhead.
Not to say that Australians are not friendly, they just might be surprised while you're standing on their door asking for candy.
In my day, the only way I got chocolate as a child was via Combantrin.
In Canada, almost every house participates, and the most common reason for people not doing trick-or-treating is for religious beliefs.
Cast you out! Shut up, your ass!
Fair enough. In Australia, however, the houses that do participate in trick-or-treating are the minority. Thanks to a post that I made on TikTok talking about how Australians don't celebrate Halloween. They don't celebrate Halloween in Australia. Many commenters said that people do celebrate Halloween and that I just didn't know where to look for it. And they were right. They suggested to join a local community trick-or-treat group, which is what I did. These page admins allowed people to submit their address if they wanted to participate in trick-or-treating, uploaded them all to a map so that parents could see which houses were participating in trick-or-treating. We're about to go on our first trick-or-treating in Australia. I found a Facebook group that shows houses that are participating in Halloween. We're gonna see how this goes. I got dressed up. We got the kids dressed up.
All right, boys, you ready to go trick-or-treating?
And my Australian husband even got dressed up.
It's me, Mario.
Even as we were heading to the first house, I really didn't have high expectations on our trick-or-treat experience.
Where are all the trick-or-treaters?
There still wasn't any kids on the street. I wasn't sure what to expect.
We finally found some trick-or-treaters.
When we got to the first house, I was absolutely blown away.
Wait a damn minute.
I like turtles.
This house was well marketed on Facebook as a haunted house. I truly couldn't believe was how many people were already there. And this was 5 p.m. It was incredible.
How was the first house, Henry? Did you like it?
I like it.
You didn't like it?
No.
Oh my god. What I've learned about Australian Halloween so far is that the people who do go out, they go all out.
My takeaway is that what Australia lacks in participation, they make up for in effort.
Yeah, we're gonna...
while there still may not be a huge percentage of Australians who do get on board with Halloween, the ones that do completely make up for it. My kids had the best time. Knowing that they had an amazing trick-or-treating experience on Halloween, it just made me so happy. And while some Australians still may see this as an invasion of American culture, far be it from Australians not to take something and add their own flair to it. Thanks so much, guys. If you like watching content about Australia and travel, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe.